Ahoy! I'm Trout from Sailing with Trout, and this is my boat No Name. Today I'm going to be giving you a tour of both the exterior and interior of the vessel. She is a Cape Dory 33 built in 1980. She's 33 feet in length with just over a 10-foot beam and just under a 5-foot draft. So here you go. Here's the tour. This is my Cape Dory 33 No Name. I've owned her for just shy of 10 months and have sailed her almost 3,000 miles through the Florida coast, the Bahamas, and now I'm sitting in Charleston, South Carolina. I originally bought her for just $5,000 in Fort Pierce, Florida, with just the most minor of inspections done. We took her untested through the Okeechobee waterway up to Gulfport, Florida, where I intended to refit her. After a few weeks of sitting there in Gulfport and a sail to Mexico on a friend's boat, I decided, screw a refit, let's go! So I took off to the Keys and then over to the Bahamas, island hopped the season away, and now I'm working my way north for hurricane season, and figured, hey, it's about time for a tour, a walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. Alright, we are in the cockpit of No Name. I guess we'll start out with the arch. Got the solar arch with 350 watts of solar up top. The Hydrovane self-steering autopilot. That is one of the few things that I've bought for the boat. My friend Charlie hooked me up with a great deal on that. Highly recommend the Hydrovane. It's the only autopilot I have, and it has been fantastic for almost 3,000 miles. Locker storage. We have a locker on each side, and we have the lazarette. We do not have self-tailing winches yet. That is one day. One day we'll have self-tailing winches. My buddy Mike gave me some. They're a little smaller than what I need, so I might put them right behind the current winches and then eventually replace those as well. We'll get around to that eventually. I do not have a Dodger. I've done all my sailing with no Dodger. I hope to one day also have a Dodger. I'm gonna build a hard Dodger, maybe this season, maybe next, who knows. Moving forward. Mast, boom. And then we have a double anchor locker, so it's 2 compartments, so I can have both anchor rods up there at the same time. We have the windlass, which I never use. I have yet to use it. I do not have a handle for it. It should work just fine. I just need to make a handle. I don't know, I just pull it in by hand. That's what I've always done. That's what I'm used to. So eventually I'll get that up and running. These are the 2 Dorades. They add a lot of airflow inside the boat. Those are super nice. I didn't have them on my last boat, and they are fantastic. We have the cheap kayak. Got this guy for free. It's come in handy. It's one of those things that I don't really care about, so I can, I don't worry about it getting stolen. I can just pull it up on land and throw it up on the rocks. It's a POS free kayak, so it has been very great. And it's nice, instead of dropping the dinghy off the davits, or when I'm offshore and the dinghy's up on the bow, it makes it super easy to just toss in the kayak if I want to go grab a beer at a friend's boat or whatever after a long passage. And yeah, that's the outside of the boat. There's not much to it, and now let's go inside. Let me show you the inside. All right, I'm gonna give you a quick walk through the boat first, and then we'll go into more detail about each of the individual systems and where everything's at. So here we go. So coming down, we have the galley on the port side. Quarter berth over on the starboard side that's used for storage currently. And then we have the nav station, chart table, all that. Moving forward, we have the port settee, the starboard settee. Both of these fold up. I'll show you that later. To make a bigger bed. We have the sewing machine, refrigerator, some spare water jugs. Then we come up to the full head. It's got the toilet, the shower. The shower is plumbed off of the sink. And then up forward, we have the V-berth. This is the guest quarters. I personally do not like sleeping up in the V-berth. And now we'll go into more detail. Okay, so we're gonna start up here in the V-berth. It's a nice little cabin. It's got standing headroom. I'm 6 foot tall. We got the forward hatch here, which puts a nice breeze down here, so anyone sleeping up here get good ventilation and all that. We have a small countertop here for whatever. That's usually where I store all my straw hats. And then up on either side, we have storage up there and storage up there. We also have pull-out drawers. They are currently empty. I'm trying to consolidate and get a bunch of stuff off of the boat that I haven't been using. I got more here. We got more here. Got a lot of storage down there. And then we have some storage compartments up under this cushion as well. And then I also have my closet here. This is the closet for all of my clothes, linens, all of that good stuff. And then of course, koozie storage. This is the one place I have found that my koozies do not fall over and end up all over the place. We've also got a handy dandy fire extinguisher up here so that whoever's up here, in case of a fire, does not get trapped up in the bow. Moving back, we have the head. It is a Jabsco pump head. You can switch it between to pump overboard or to pump into the holding tank. Down here we have storage. That's all just trash bags. That's where I put all my grocery bags. And then in there is toilet paper, paper towels, all that goodness. Up here, toiletries and all that goodness. And these compartments go a good ways back. It's a good bit of storage. The sink, or the shower nozzle, is plumbed directly off of the sink. So if I turn the sink, pull the knob, I get a shower. And it drains down through here into the bilge. I do not have a sump pump yet. And behind the mirror, more toiletries and that good stuff. I got a light right here. And the Durade pumps air in there, so we get some nice ventilation in the head. Directly across from the head, we have another storage compartment here that I never put anything on. I found when I put stuff up here, it does fall and likes to hit my Caframo fan. It is really hot in here and I would run that, but it ruins the noise in the video. So instead I'm gonna sweat my balls off while I take this video. Here is the tool storage. This is power tools on the top shelf, sockets, hose clamps, random fittings and stuff. And then we got all of our paints, primers, varnishes, all that goodness. And then this is just kind of my catch-all. Usually it ends up being a lot of caulking and 5200, 4200. All that ends up on the bottom. Moving aft, we have storage on top of the settees. And then all these cabinets open. That's all screws, bolts, washers, nuts, all that hardware. I think this one's empty. Oh yeah, got room. I'll probably fill that with food. And then all of my aerosol sprays and whatnot go in there. we have a flat screen TV on a swivel mount. Do I ever use it? Absolutely not. It is not even hooked up, but it does annoy me on passage when it goes like that every time the waves hit. So I will be taking that off. I'm going to use the mount for probably something else, maybe a chart plotter or something. Put it up there so it swivels right out of the companionway. I don't know. I'll show you how the bed folds up. So this is the settee that I usually sleep on with the, fan cranking right on me here. It's really nice. It looks pretty small. When I'm underway, it's perfect because it holds me in place. I just lay on the leeward side of the boat. So whatever side the wind isn't on, the boat's heeled over. I lay on the low side, holds me against the cushions. When I want to sleep, when I'm on anchor or something, when I want a little bit more room, I fold up the backrest. So we ditch the cushions, fold out the TV, pop that in there, and now we have a much larger bed. Now I can really lay out and be a lot more comfortable in here. Ooh. We got the nice wood slats too. I usually put when I take the cushions off, I usually stick them back here. And then that way, as the boat rolls or whatever at anchor, hey, I'm cushioned up against the wall. I can roll up into it. So the port side settee is actually a little bit different. It does the same thing where the back folds up. And I would do it, but there's a bunch of stuff stored back there. So I don't want to have to rearrange all that. But it both folds up and it slides out to right there. Not when the water jugs are here though. And then that distance is the same as the cushions. However, I need to redo the cushions because, well, one, these cushions are a lot thinner than the bottom one. And yeah, eventually I'll have that so that pulls out even further as well, and will be a two-person bed. We got the same thing on this side in terms of storage. It's identical to the other side. And then up top, I got a lot more stored on this side, but I got foul weather gear. These are my two electrical bags, all my electrical equipment, wetsuit, GoPro stuff, the whole shebang. We also have this handy dandy heater right here. I've never used it. I never plan on using it. If anyone is in the market for a heater, hit me up. It's for sale. It's a Newport by Dickinson propane heater with the chimney. This is a drone that my friend Mike from SV Wizard gave me, and all my fishing rods are on the ceiling here on the roof. They're all connected with just Velcro. It was my very simple, quick solution towards a rod holder. Oh, hook went down somewhere. Then we also have our fruits, onions. Oh no, my banana fell. That's gonna cause the apples to rot. I'll deal with that after the video. And yeah. Now we are going to move forward to the galley. The amazing galley. We have a double sink, stove, oven, broiler, all that. Plenty of storage. Let me give you the walkthrough of the galley. Here is the oh so beautiful galley. It's got the double sink. Oh, I gotta put that away. Plenty of storage down below. And we also have another access right there for more storage. It's one thing this boat has plenty of. It has plenty of storage. Down here, oh, my bagels are peeking. That's mostly canned goods, rice, all that. It's running pretty low. It's only about half full right now. And then on the other side, what originally was the refrigerator is now just also food storage. And this compartment is huge. I have crawled in there. I can fit myself in there and put the lid over it. Oh, up top we got pots, pans, silverware, eggs, bowls, tortillas, everything you can imagine. Spices, more stuff on this side. And then same with over here, same thing. This is all my sauces and stuff. And more stuff. And this handy dandy spice rack that Amy and Bruce from Alamia gave me back in Marathon, Florida. Here is the stove, oven, griddle, broiler. It's got it all. It's a pretty good size oven. I haven't used it yet. I tested it out and it does work, but I'm not much of a chef. We got the broiler and the griddle, which can also be like a barbecue type thing. And then the 2 burners. And then what makes it super handy offshore is I can flip that up and now it's a gimbal. So it rocks with the waves. It stays flat when the boat heels, which that is very nice. I've cooked in some pretty large seas and it seems to work pretty well. Oh man, I got it clean back there. Woo, that'll be for after the video. Here is the nav station. It's pretty comfortable to sit here. I have nav station, chart table, whatever you want to call it. I got all my charts and stuff down here. This is terrible. When I try and lift it, it hits my AIS. This is the AIS right here. It shows my position. I can see other boats' positions, headings, all that. It's a pretty handy tool. I don't use it very often, but when I do, I appreciate having it. But yeah, I have to open this to raise this so it doesn't all get hit. Down here I have charts. I got all my random paper, pictures, stickers. Yeah, this is kind of like the catch-all right here. Here's the built-in VHF. Pretty handy. Mayday, mayday, I'm out of beer. Yep, we got more fire extinguishers back there, flares, throw ropes, all kinds of goodies. Also, down here, we have drawers, plenty of storage. Let me bring you down with me. We got drawers, woo, and more cabinets, and those go all the way back to the hole. So that's, you can see I can't even reach the hole back there. Yeah. So they go pretty far back. Here is the quarter berth, aka the storage garage. Here, let me clean that up for you. There we go. There's the quarter berth in all their glory. We got all the books. It's a nice little sleeping area. The cushion's a little hard for my liking. Sorry, I didn't clear out all the boards. I'm leaving those, but yeah, right here we got the charge controller for the solar panels. I used to have 2. That one's broken, so they're both on that one temporarily. My batteries are down here below the seat. It's a lot of work to get to them, and it's 2 lithium battle board, and they're each 100 amp hours, so I have 200 amp hours total of lithiums. I have my inverter right here. The inverter is actually currently plugged into a battery charger, so it goes from the lithiums to the inverter to the battery charger to the starter battery, because the alternator went out. So that's how we charge our starter battery until we get a new alternator. Now I'm going to show you the engine compartment. Woo! This is my really fancy big engine room. So, yeah. Hold on a second. This cart comes super in handy. Highly recommend getting one. That top compartment I just pulled off, that's all tool storage up here. And it's also the door. Put that right there, don't fall, please. And here we go. Here's the engine compartment. Oh, that fell. Right here, we got storage. The top also lifts up. It's made to be a wet locker to where you can hang your foul weather gear. I hang it up in the head. I don't want it here dripping on the engine and stuff. Here is the beautiful Perkins Parama M30. Here she is. She runs surprisingly well for her condition. She's got one leaky injector, but other than that, she's doing pretty good. I need to pull her and paint her here soon. The light in the engine room was a game changer. That makes it a lot easier to work on the engine. Back there, you can see that's my 20-gallon fuel tank. And in the way back, I don't even know if you can see it, it's my whole steering system back there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had fun making it. I figured it was time for a walkthrough of the boat. So yeah, the future plans are to keep heading north and keep knocking out boat projects. You know, I still got to put non-skid on the deck. I still got to run some more reefing lines. I got a lot of work to do. Just little things here and there. Nothing too major. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll be heading north here soon, and that'll be next week's video. Peace.